Hi there, and welcome back to Stubbs Aquatics. This episode is, well, it's about a frustrating year with the koi pond. There's been so many highs and lows. I mean, definitely high of putting in the new liner. It's worrisome putting it in, and it went in pretty well. I was pretty happy with the depth we got down. Well, I was really happy with the depth we got down to. Just a little bit over 6 feet at the deepest. That should make the koi nice and safe for the winter, at least for this size. But I've been dealing with leaks in the pond nonstop, and well, they've been frustrating. I'm losing, up to 2 inches of water a day out of that big pond, and that's a lot of money, especially here, and when you're trying to keep costs down. So we pulled everything apart several times over, and you worry, did I puncture my liner when I put it in? Oh no, I filled it all the way to the top and let it sit for a day or so. So I knew it wasn't that. At least I thought I knew it wasn't that. Could something happen when we put the skimmer in? And no, we felt all around the backside and nothing. So it had to be one of the streams or one of the waterfalls. And because I'm not rich, I can't afford to buy a huge liner and do just one. I had to do patchwork because I'm joining three ponds into the main pond. And things shift over the winter, and you know, it's just been so frustrating. So I'm going to take you through some of the process. And my friend Fred the frog will make his usual appearance. Man, he's lazy, but he's entertaining. After pulling back all the rocks on the bar side, we discovered, well, it was a little damp. So we removed all the rocks on this side, and sure enough, there's water. Now to your left, that's all liner right up to there. You can see it. So it shouldn't be running out, but it was. And this is down that much in a matter of one day. That's a good 3 inches there. That's way too much loss. That it certainly can't be to evaporation. But there was no wet marks anywhere around. It was so frustrating. Sure, it's nice to see the water like that, but that should be almost all of that should be underwater, and it's not. It was just so frustrating. I pulled that all area out and checked to make sure there was no water running in behind everywhere. I had to remove all the rocks again. It's been a nightmare for something that was supposed to be so happy. Don't get me wrong, I love my koi pond, and I sit out there for hours, but knowing that I had to fill it all the time. But now, you see, it's full of water again. So I think I finally figured it out and I did something right. Could it be possible? Did I do something right? Or did I just waste more money filling it up again? No, I think we found it. Just very careful to put these rocks back. And I think we got it right this time. But I'll take you through a bit of that process. Waterfalls never go back the same way as when you originally put them in. I think it still looked pretty good. May not look good as the first time around, but it looks good. And obviously the fish don't care. Just hit it right for the right amount of sun with that reflection. It does look cool. At least I think so, and the fish certainly don't mind. But they're always up for a good feeding anyways, just like yours. Well, I'll take you through a bit of the process that had to be done. And of course, Fred's out waiting for his feed. Only Fred the frog. I've got two filters running into that area. Most of the time I had to shut down the one, which, you know, kind of defeated the purpose. Hey Fred, for most of the month of August, I had my filter falls, as in my Laguna filter falls on, which put all the pressure on my EazyPod, and that was a lot. I don't know about everyone else, but I only have my air pump on when I'm actually cleaning the the filtration in my EazyPod. I don't have it running full time. That is one disgusting mess. Yuck. It's working hard. The problem, it had to do most work because I had this shut down because I couldn't figure out where all my water was going. See, I was losing a good solid inch and a half, 2 inches almost a day, and I couldn't figure it out. I mean, was it this falls? I torn apart this one, and no, it's not that falls. I had to shut everything down and run just bubblers for a day or two. I'm glad it was cool then. Now that it's heated up, I have to run it. I think we've narrowed it down to that one set of falls where you saw that wet area. I knew it had to be either this set or the other one because I've already tested this one here, and it's good. And I've tested the one up above. See, when you have this many falls, well, there's a good chance you're going to find a leak or have a leak. There's just too many spots for it to get out, and everything shifts generally during the winter or throughout the season. And obviously things shifted somehow with the liner on this one during that storm, that hailstorm we had. We had inches and inches of rain, yet I was down about 3 inches in the pond. And I don't know about your water bills, but mine are huge. Like $150 a month, huge. I mean, with all these ponds and all the tanks, and I keep up on water changes, so I just didn't want to waste water. And because I have rainwater that comes in through a barrel, just to keep down some of the cost of the expensive water. I know it throws the pH out a bit, but when you have those heavy rains, it's going to go in your pond anyways, so everyone's pH is going to be out of whack, and it'll take a day or two. The fish are fine and they're used to it. I'm just so glad. I think we finally found the leak. And that's with one pump running right now. The other one, well, it's getting clean. As in the other filter. So it's only going half flow right now. Second boil. Just as bad. Almost as bad. Final boil. 3 boils and a good rinse. That was my own fault. Just got so busy with everything else. This had been cleaned in almost a week, which is really rare for me. But at least I know I can handle it, and it cleans up really well. I do love the EazyPod. I may have to consider getting a used Nexus. I have to see my friend Terry. Now you're probably going to ask why I don't run this full time. Well, really no need. I use it for my EazyPod. I don't need the extra aeration in my pond. Got plenty from all the waterfalls. And I don't have a bottom drain, so there's really no need for running one of these for me, at least during the summer. I may consider using it in the winter, just to keep an area open, but I've got cheaper pumps that I can run, and they seem to do the job. Fred's still here patiently, waiting for me to feed him. I think I made him lazy. He sure is friendly. And the grandkids love him. Hi Fred, you hungry? Want something to eat? Okay. Be silly. Get it yourself then. Fred, how could you miss that? It's right in front of you. Oh, a bit of a spag. There you go, Fred. Want another? Okay. Last one, Fred. Then you're on your own. I know, your tongue doesn't work very well on worms. Sorry, there were no crickets available. Okay, Fred. I'll talk to you later, okay? You be good. Back to full flow of the waterfalls. Good to see that. It's really coming in well, and nice to have both pumps going. It just doesn't have the same effect with only the one pump, that's for sure. And the current in that pond here, it's really moving in there. The koi obviously love the extra current. So I think we finally, like I said, I think we finally figured it out. It was leaking in behind. You saw a couple liners, and the liner actually goes up pretty high in behind. With just an old liner, somehow it just felt or found an area to go back to, and well, it leaked out at the far end because it was always wet and damp in there when we pulled out all the rocks. That's why you saw everything finally dry up. And then I ran it for a good 3 days, and it stayed dry. So we knew that was the spot. So it was just a matter of being really careful putting rocks back that we didn't disturb anything. And I ran it last night with the water relatively low, and it didn't change at all. So topped up the pond, did a good filter clean, and here's hoping. Well, thanks everyone for joining in on this video. I really appreciate it. Like I said, it's been one frustrating koi season. Doesn't mean I haven't enjoyed it, but I'm sure we all go through this frustration phases with our koi ponds. It, you know, these leaks and whatnot, they never happen at an opportune time. But this one was just, I'd find one, and then something else would pop up, and then I'd find another, and then it was just on, and then finally it was just a mess. As in, I'm losing way too much water that I feel comfortable with. We want to go away for a couple of days, and then is my skimmer box going to be empty? So I'm glad we figured that out, because we are going to go away for a couple of days finally, and we've got it all figured out for now. At least I think we do. Anyways, I really appreciate your support. Thanks again. Remember to hit that like button, think about subscribing, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos, and you don't miss out on the chance to win a mug. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.